So this here, soldiers are doing shoot, move, and communicate. They're doing battle buddy team drills, bounding, taking cover behind a pallet. Here you can see soldiers low crawling. It's one of the movement techniques when navigating low obstacles. So yeah, they're all healthcare providers, technicians. I think the highest ranking individual we had, the 06 Colonel, Dentac Commander, was out doing some of these drills all the way down to the newest privates working in pharmacy and radiology. Right here, they're just bounding. One soldier sets up, takes point, lays down fire on the enemy. That suppresses the enemy. It gives the other soldier an opportunity to stand up and bound. They alternate, and that's how they cover ground to get closer to their objective. If we get out there and we can provide good training to the soldiers and get after these Army Warrior tasks, and the soldiers can have fun while they're doing it, it's even better. It takes hold more. We instill that in them. They're getting good training, and they're not miserable while they're doing it.
There you go.
That works too.
Both your hands out together. Yep. There you go. I've got 4 deployments to Afghanistan, from Syria. I have used the fore and aft. I have used the personnel drag. And those are about the only 2.
This is Staff Sergeant Conley. He's the NCOIC of our SRP on Fort Riley. He's also an expert field medical badge holder, one of the few on the installation. So right now he's going over different movement techniques. The soldiers are battle buddy paired up, and they're demonstrating and practicing these movement techniques to move across a 25-meter field. The one soldier imitates a casualty that's unconscious or severely wounded that can't move on their own, and they're just practicing the several different movement techniques to get a soldier out of fire and back into cover.
You see you have these extra rivet holes on each side. Take these, feed the open end through. The knot will catch on the other side. Now you have an extra.
Yeah, what they're doing there, they're strapping the soldier up and moving them to an HLZ, helicopter landing zone, to evacuate them out of the area.
Whoever comes in, they're going to attach a carabiner to the end of that figure 8 knot. It's going to hoist the casualty to where the body is.
What we're seeing here for patient loading, this is hot, and the difference is the helicopter's on. It's running, it's ready to take off. Cold, in perspective, is just the helicopter isn't running. So that's all this is we've moved the soldier from point of contact or point of injury to behind cover. We've transported them on sked or litter to an HLZ for evacuation. And then we finish that up with the hot and cold training on how to actually load a patient into an aircraft.
All the way to the rear before you rotate this. So explain that.
So this is Sergeant Rasmussen. He's an NCO in our radiology department here at the hospital. He is also a professional weapons instructor, so that's a great asset here within the hospital. Right here, what he's doing is the assembly and disassembly of an M17 pistol for one of the soldiers.
Now it won't go all the way back into battery.
There's several parts to being trained on the shoot aspect of Army Warrior tasks and battle drills. This portion, weapon familiarization, is the disassembly and reassembly of the weapon. Soldiers were also required to go to a range and qualify, either on the M17 pistol or the M4 rifle. So what we're doing here in a classroom environment is doing the familiarization with the weapons, and to include that disassembly and reassembly of the firearm while learning what all of the components are and how they work in conjunction to make the weapon. Right here, this is Staff Sergeant Blake. He's going over the proper, there's new standards for the M4 qualification where we utilize this wall for stability when we're firing downrange. And he's just going over steady practice name. We're using a laser mounted bore scope so that although we can't fire in the classroom, the soldiers are able to monitor the placement of their bullet during the firing process by using the bore scope with the laser on the target on the other side of the classroom. Yeah, so this is CBRN training, chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear. What they're doing is they have what we call a pro mask, gas mask, and they're demonstrating the proper technique on how to don that mask within the set time limit. Now, by standard, every soldier, as you can see here, from the moment gas is announced in the area, they have 9 seconds to open up their pro mask case on their left hip, don the mask, clear it, and then close the mask, and then signal to their battle buddies on the left and the right that there's gas in the area. Some of these skills, although we learn them, we do them over time, if you don't do them for a while, you lose that edge. And for something as critical as donning a gas mask during a chemical attack, 9 seconds is a standard. And 9 seconds is a standard because if you don't do it with that time and you don't know how to fit the mask properly and clear it properly, those seconds can cost you, it's valuable time that can make the difference between life and death.